Hello, Aries. Welcome to your extended Princess India here again. So we're going to take this card from the bottom of your deck and match it with our overall energy and see what else to see for you guys. So what I'm seeing with this Aries is what's important here. For some of you on a deep level, I mean, some of y'all know this already. Others of you, this is more or less something that's rising up. It's important to be clear on what it is that you really want big picture. This feels very much to me like something dealing with like career type of stuff, like even passion projects. But I feel you guys are being called into your true heart's desire. So hypothetically, say, I don't know, you're working, I always go to this, but you're working as an accountant or something, right? And your true desire is to be, I don't know, a Reiki master or something like that. You know what I mean? And that's the career that you want to pursue, right? It's almost like things are coming up that's pointing you in that direction. And this is more or less the unction, if you will, to go in that direction. And that's what's kind of causing this unrest. But it's a big trial for you guys because it's more or less requiring leaving something behind, right? And I feel some of you know this and you're grappling with that. And it's a fear of leaving behind what's tried and true, what you know, and taking a chance on something that you don't, right? But this is also letting you know that you are equipped and you are qualified for this. It's just a lack thereof of trusting in your ability. Now, for those of you where you're not really sure what you want to do, this is more or less saying that there is something within you that's trying to come forth, but there's a need for you to go within in order to get clear on that, like what it is you really want to do, like evaluating what you desire for your life, as if you will. So what's now at the bottom of your deck is the Seven of Wands in the reverse, which is saying to me that you guys are very overwhelmed, and it's being overwhelmed by other people. For a worst case scenario, this isn't necessarily for everyone, but it's just something that comes up with this too. It's more or less feeling downtrodden about yourself and kind of looking a lot at other people and what they're doing and how they're doing it and being kind of jealous. You know what I'm saying? That's not for everybody. That's some people. Others are, because I feel it's two groups of you. There's some of you who feel like you're underachieving. And the solution for that is usually to be extra or do too much in a certain area and doing it in a very directionless kind of way. You know what I mean? And then there's others of you who are being controlled by other people. So it's all of your energy is going in the direction of what other people are wanting or desiring or needing from you. And it's not giving any attention to your own needs, if that's making sense. So the first card we have is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Then we have the Two of Wands. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. With this Queen of Wands in the reverse, Aries, leaving out of June and coming into July, this isn't really a time for y'all to be acting on anything. This is letting me know, yeah, this is two things. Why you guys are in this stalemate of not really knowing what to do, it's because on one end with this Queen of Wands, you're doubting yourself. Like you're not confident in whatever this is you guys are grappling with. So it's like something that's offered to you, or it could be an idea that you have, something that you want to do, or just a simple heart's desire, something that you were inspired to do. And it's like not trusting in yourself. It's like feeling as if you can't do it. You know what I mean? Like you don't feel prepared and ready. But then underneath that all, with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, it's more or less like you rethinking everything. It's like you guys have invested a lot into a person or whatever it is that you guys are doing right now. But I feel that whether you admit it to yourself or not, because I think with some of you guys, it's conscious. With others of you guys, it's unconscious. You know what I mean? But on a core level, you really know that this isn't giving you what you want. Like, it doesn't have longevity into the future, and it's not really in alignment with you anyway. However, which is like that example I gave on YouTube, it's a lack of confidence in your own ability is the root of what we're really dealing with here. So it's almost like keeping yourself trapped. Where you're at, you know it's not what you want. It's not fulfilling to you, but it's a fear of stepping forward because it's like, I don't know if it's gonna work out. Like, there's the possibility and the chance, you know what I mean, that this could be more fruitful or it could be more expansive. Like, that's possible. You know what I mean? But it's afraid of like failing or things not turning out the way that you hoped. And I said this with I think it was Taurus, I don't know. But it's better to stick with the devil that you know than the devil that you don't, is like a saying that people say. And that's kind of the vibe that I get with this. I know this isn't for me. I know I'm not happy with this, but it's easier to stick with the devil that I know than to take a chance and say that I'm going to do all of this expansive stuff moving forward and then stuff doesn't pan out. But what that's saying to me is that you're thinking like that because it goes back to this Queen of Wands in the reverse of you not being confident in yourself, which is what the Seven of Wands in the reverse is saying as well. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel with the Justice card, there's a need to really reevaluate your situation, big picture. You know what I mean? And really make a choice, because at the heart of this, dude, no lie, like I said in the beginning on YouTube, this all goes back to a choice. And it's a choice you're going to have to make. It's unavoidable. So the two options is you either choose, like I said, stick with the devil that you know. You know what I mean? The devil that you know, where you're not fulfilled, but at least you have it because it's there. You know what I mean? Or you can go into the unknown and maybe even find out that the devil that you don't know isn't a devil at all. You know what I mean? But it's like it's something that's coming in for you guys. Like, especially with this Ace of Cups being here, this is definitely an opportunity that's coming in for you guys. But I feel even going into August, y'all are still on the fence. So it's not necessarily saying that because with it going forward like this, it's not necessarily saying that that you guys have to make a decision in July. Because if, you know, this is something that's kind of spanning out, this is probably like a big life shift type of deal. But the most important thing to take away from this is, what does your heart truly desire? Like, what is it that you really want? And don't do it impulsively. You know what I mean? So it's more or less taking time to decide what that is. So if you don't know what it is, you want to take time to decide what that is, right? So it's almost like sitting with the chaos, if you will, to dive deeper to figure out what it is that you really want. So you don't want to make a decision too quickly, in other words. It's like, before you move forward, you want to be sure that you're sure. And it takes time to get to that space. But don't impulsively move forward, and don't completely disassociate, because neither one of those are going to behoove you. Because it's maybe something y'all have been putting off for some time. And now it's like more or less time to face the music and to weigh your options. You know what I mean? Because I mean, it's valid fears of fearing that something isn't going to work out. But the way that it's looking right now is stuff isn't working out because of you discounting yourself already. So it's almost like, because of a lack of confidence, you hold yourself back from opportunities and you miss opportunities because of that. So it's not that opportunities aren't coming. It's the fact that you're not trusting yourself. So you, in essence, put yourself in bondage. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of almost like, if you never do it, if you never step out, you're never disappointed. You know what I mean? But then it's like you live a life where you aren't really happy. It's like, yeah, you're safe. You never experienced rejection. You never, took a L for something. But it's like you're imprisoned by your own fear. You know what I mean? You're imprisoned by your own fear. So that's a form of self-sabotage. So, and I mean, I've seen this for everybody, Aries. It's nothing to feel no type of way about. For literally everyone, I've seen this, where everybody is having to like face their demon, if you will, and make a choice of what they're gonna do. Either you're gonna ascend to a higher path or you're gonna stay in bondage. It's one or the other, you know? But it's a decision that you guys are tasked with making. But I say choose your heart, dagnabbit son of a gun. But anywho, Aries, that has been your extended. Let me know what you think in the comments. I love your freaking face, and I will see you guys soon. Deuces.